Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready. Yellow lady. You kill. Spawn. No, man. You kill.
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Steps away to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Breeze on third down. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. And some space here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to touchdown, Ravens. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
He's not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ready?
Breeze now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. on a Sunday night in Week 15.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Breeze to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Domata Peko, the one to get him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Running with Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you've got to have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that in. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got him in. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. For 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A.J. Klein gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, Delta.
Now Breeze. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those 2 teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassel. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson rolling to his left, and he's going to go down again. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
So, Brandon,
Willie Snead all alone. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 83 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Ferguson. And now possession.
Yeah.